I got my parachute pants, I got my Ray-Bans, and I got my slap bracelets. What else? I need my tab. What are we all ready for? Wonder Woman 1984. We're in the 80s, yo. Like Back to the Future all over again. Welcome back to the Super Not Funny Show reviews. This week, talking about Wonder Woman 1984 from Warner Brothers and DC on HBO Max. The Christmas event of, I guess, the season? Oh, that's right. There was another Christmas event. We'll talk about that later. So, let me give you my quick for me review of Wonder Woman 1984. Coming to you from Patty Jenkins, starring Gal Gadot. Someone tell me how you're supposed to say that. Either way, and also starring Chris Pine and Pedro Pascal and a bunch of other people. Oh yeah, I've got Kristen Wiig. If I have to say it in a sentence, Wonder Woman is 80% is 60% a good movie, a great movie, 20% a good movie, and 20% a bad movie, because it is a good movie up until about the last half hour, and that last half hour lets down the rest of the movie. So let's start off with the bad. I guess the bad for me would really be, why is it in the 80s? It just seems like the 80s is just for the aesthetic and just be like, woo, look where we are. We're going to do costume design and set dressing and everything. We're in the 80s, people. Yeah. No other good reason for it, as far as I can tell. What else is bad? Well, I would really say that as good as he is, and we love Steve Trevor being in it, I have no problem with Chris Pine being in it, but it really is like he is there to make her have to have a choice to give something up later. That's it. He doesn't serve any other real purpose. I guess he can fly a plane, but Diana could just get on a freaking plane if she wanted to. Another aspect I thought where they dropped the ball was the runtime. Did this really need to be 2.5 hours long? I don't think there was 2.5 hours of story in this movie. There could have been at least a half hour trimmed off, and this would have been a fine movie. There were some parts that stretched out a little too long. There were some parts where the director was having a lot of fun with these scenes, but did they really serve any purpose except to be like, ooh, look at Steve, he doesn't know shit about the future. In some ways it's really nice, but I don't know that it serves the purpose of the story. The villain of this story, Maxwell Lord, not a very strong villain, to be honest. Sympathetic, I suppose so. Kind of a dumbass plan, if I'm being honest. It seems clever. It does seem clever, but this guy is no Joker. He is no Lex Luthor. He is no Steppenwolf. This guy is not a supervillain. He's just a guy with a crazy dumbass plan and lucks into a really fucking powerful artifact. That's about it. Likewise, Cheetah, not the best villain. And I'll say, not even a villain for most of the movie. Not until the very end. We understand why she's a villain. Not a very formidable one. Diana really didn't face much in the way of difficulty, aside from just not knowing what the fuck's going on. Of course, that entire ending, there was a pretty rad fight between Cheetah and Wonder Woman. Yeah, that was cool. I like that. But for the most part, the ending was kind of ridiculous. It was a superhero ending with no fight to it. And it's really, really strange. The bad guy, you don't punch him out. And that's just not the way superhero movies go. It's almost like Wonder Woman saying she was going to fight world hunger. You can't punch world hunger. That's not a very compelling, dramatic storyline. She had to literally talk this guy down. And I don't know. It's weird to have Fighty Punchenstein, Diana Prince have to sit there and hostage negotiate with somebody for the fate of the world. I don't think it worked. Honestly, I don't think it was very much an anticlimax to me. Okay, so that said, what did I like? I actually like Kristen Wiig as Barbara a lot. I liked her more as Barbara than I liked her as Cheetah. I liked seeing her slide from nice girl, losing that, and becoming a bad girl and being a badass and embracing the badassery. I thought that was actually really cool. She looked good at it. She looked convincing. There was real acting involved here because she had to start off as a frumpy, nice chick and then go to a badass, hot chick. And then she became a for real CG cheetah. So there was all that going on. I rather enjoyed that. I did like seeing Chris Pine again. He was fun as Steve Trevor being like, woo, the 80s, future's really awesome. What's this thing, a futon? I love parachute pants. Everyone parachutes now. What's going on here? That's always a fun little thing. Even if it's a gimmick that runs a little thin at times. I did enjoy Maxwell Lord at times when he kind of snakes his way into people's domains, and then it's like, oh, whatever, I'll give you whatever you wish for. Okay, you got your wish. All right, I'm gonna take whatever, and he just takes it. It happens. It was just interesting to see that happen. I enjoyed some of the callbacks to the comics. I did not think they would ever figure out how to make the fucking invisible plane work. Did not think that was ever going to work. I thought it was just going to be some novelty from the comics. But there's a fucking invisible plane in here. It happens. And they even explain it in a reasonable way. And it's dumb, and I love it. I'm just going to say, it's dumb. The need for the need for the invisible plane, it makes sense. It's still a dumb idea. I still love it a lot. They also do a good job explaining, hey, how the hell can Diana fly? Because in the comics, she most definitely can fly. She is not hopping around place to place and shit, whatever. Or they explain, again, in a stupid way. It doesn't make any fucking sense. But they explain how she can fly, and when she does, it's pretty awesome. In my mind, she is like she essentially ascends to becoming magical Superman in this situation, and it's pretty great. Also, it looks dumb in the trailer, but when she lassos off of the lightning and stuff like that, it actually is pretty cool. It makes sense. You know why she can do it. And she literally shows that she can lasso other things that move fast, like bullets and shit like that. It's pretty great. Wonder Woman 84, I would say good but a missed opportunity. I think it is a good movie until the last 25 minutes. And because of that, I'd say it's a good movie. Actually, I'd say it's a great movie up until the last 25 minutes. Then it just becomes a good movie with a bad ending. And that's unfortunate. Gal Gadot looks good. She looks great as Wonder Woman. Everyone really kind of acquits themselves. Sometimes they just don't have the material. And just that ending. That ending is no good. And I'm sure if I think about it some more, I'm sure there's some more things I could delve into as I think about it again. I'm going to watch it again and give it another look-see and see what else I can discover. But I'd say go check it out. It's worth a watch if you can see it in the theater. I'm sure it's worth a watch. Just understand that ending. It's just not good. All right, you Fabricans and Fleshbags. Thanks for joining me again for this review of Wonder Woman 1984 on HBO Max. Check it out if you get a chance on HBO Max or in theaters. Let me know in the comments what you think about this. Am I off base? Did I say something that you agreed with? I don't know. Let me know. This has been Jen Thépuppét, your resident Fabricant. talking movies and games, video games, comics, etc., and reviewing all the good stuff just for you here on the Super Not Funny Show. Thanks for joining me, and I'll check you on the other side of the fabric.